All right, here I've got a, this is a 2008 Tomoto Big Bear 500. I replaced the stator on this here for a friend of mine. Needed the stator and rectifier changed out, wasn't charging. And got that done and took it for a little test ride, and well, it was just running like crap. So I went through and we did some carb cleaning, and it was backfiring out the carb. So we adjusted the valves and the spec, which are both .005 intake and exhaust. Still didn't help us much to any at all. So I decided to pull the side cover back off and check for time. And what I've got is we are off. That's our timing mark on the case up there, that tang. That little mark right there is our timing mark on the cam. And we are off by probably a length and a half, maybe 2 lengths. So you can see there, that mark right there should line up with that little mark right there, which it don't. Pulled the cam tensioner out, and our tensioner was set out to about maximum draw. You can see here, it's supposed to slide in and out with tension. Sorry, I got a terrible video. I'm doing this on my phone here, but you can see there where it was riding at the very end of it. So that makes sense as it jumped time and went retard on us. But I'll just kind of show you guys here while I'm got this apart that you can check time without getting that flywheel off. You can, what you do basically is there's a mark. I don't know if you can see it right there. There's a mark there on the, well, it's on the starter clutch. You can see it right there. There's the mark right there, a little brown dot. And then there's a mark on the inside of the case between the cam chain, both the cam chain slides. There it is right there. You can barely see that mark on the inner case in there. So you're going to line that mark up with that little mark right there on your gear back there. That little gear inside, brown dot back there. You'll line those two marks up, and that will give you this mark here for your cam to line up the case mark up here for your timing. So that's just an easy way to show you how you can do that without taking that flywheel off and the gears and stuff. Just for a quick reference to, save you a little bit of work and time, because you're going to have to take this freaking gas tank out to be able to put a puller on here and pull that flywheel off, your magneto, or your flywheel, yeah. Also, I'm sorry, your first thing you want to do is to line up that mark back in there, your little brown mark back there. You want to line that up with this mark here on your counterbalance to make sure that both your counterbalance and your crank are in sync. And then go from there, line up your crank with the case mark back there behind. Let's see if I can get a better view of it. Yeah, it's not wanting to give me the good view. There's that mark back there. Barely see it. There's the top of it right back there. Line them up. Line your mark on your cam. Do your tang up there. And that's how you check your time on one of these hisun 500s. Basically, a Massimo, Tomoto, hisun, Benchy, all these bad boys are about the same. I'm going to see if I can get that flywheel pulled off there without taking this gas tank out, and I'll get us another video on that. But also, you know, if you're going to replace your stator, you're going to basically, there on the side of the motor, you're going to see this little cover, and then they'll have a fan you got to take off. Once you get that fan, this motor, this inner cover off, you got your center crank bolt there. You'll I used a big adjustable wrench to hold that, and busted loose that 16 bolt that way with it. I didn't see anybody really explain that online. And then once you get that off, you know, you take all your 8mm, well, your water pump. Your water pump comes off second. Sorry, I'm terrible at videos. Either way. But you gotta get your water pump casing taken apart so you can drain all that out. And then go ahead and remove all the case bolts. Once you've done that, you've got a little guard here for the wires. You'll take that out. You'll take out your pickup coil. Got 2 Allens. And then these 3 Phillips. Remove your stator, your pickup coil. Comes with a kit. Whenever you buy them online, comes a kit. And just go in reverse order. And that's how you get your stator in and out. That's a simple enough job itself. But yeah, we're going to put a cam chain. Haven't decided if we're going to do a cam chain tensioner and guides probably as well. I'm not for sure exactly. I think seeing how this thing ran and didn't smoke, we'll probably just replace that cam chain, because you can take you take out these 2 bolts here, and then you can slide these cam weights, advance weights. That's for your time advance. You can slide that off, take your cam gear off, and just drop your cam chain down to the bottom. That's after you've gotten your flywheel off. And then you'll slide it off and replace it new. Oh yeah, we're gonna replace that oil pump chain. It's not crazy bad because they usually got a little slack in them, but you know, while we're already in there, we'll just go ahead and replace that. Super simple. You got a retaining clip down there. Pop that retaining clip off. You got a lock washer here with the tang over there that's bent, so you can bend it down. And then we'll take this nut off, slide that gear off, put it back on, make sure everything's timed when we put it back together. And Bob's your uncle. It'll hopefully run good. No more backfiring out the carb. So if you guys ever have that problem where you notice that she's backfiring out the carb, well, that means you're not in time, you're not synced up, or you've got too tight of an intake valve, and you know, it's a limited option on that. So backfiring out the carb, check your timing. We will continue with the second video.